Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. If you're going to catch us on the replay, I appreciate you. You guys just stick around for a little bit, and we'll get things excited as people move on in here tonight. Remember, I am here to be your internet life coach and or death coach, whatever you want to say. While we're waiting, I'm going to be doing some business. Big John is in the house. Good morning, sir. How are you? Woo-wee. Got to get us set up here. There we go. Nice. That's fishing. That's so hello and how are you, everybody? I don't need these in my thing. Pat's in the house. Good evening, Patrick. How are you, Patrick? Good to see you. How's everybody feeling today, by the way? Give us a thumbs up, if you would. Feeling today, by the way, give us a thumbs up. Guys, don't forget that. Don't forget that. It's been a busy day for us, or for me. Lorelai, the wife, is at work, of course. And I had an appointment this morning. That's why I didn't do a morning live stream. I forgot I had an appointment, so I had to go get that done. And then I got to get organized. I got a lot of little. I need to figure out how to do that. What did I do with that? So, I need to get organized. Yeah, it should clear up in a little bit. It's a little hoarse. I got a lot of these little micro disc, thingies. These microchip card thingies. And I need to get them organized, put them in one place. I got a bunch of outdoor cameras. Maybe I'll put that in there too. So it is a little hoarse, a little allergy-ish. Believe it or not, we seem to have a lot of allergies down here. I don't know why. It's summer. It shouldn't be allergy season. But we seem to have some allergies. So I'm working on trying to get organized. We got so much stuff. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I really don't, everybody. Plus, I killed 4 flies in my house today. 4 flies. Like we had an epidemic of flies in the house. Let me close some of my windows here. Oh, should have left that one open. Zion's in the house. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Tell us about yourself. Or at least just say hi. Ask everybody how they're doing. You guys all say hello to each other. Oh, I forgot to put a goal on my channel today. Oh, I forgot to make a goal. I think these are fun. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. There we go. So we got some kind of good news, What? What do you mean an error here? It can't be an error. David doesn't make errors. I don't make errors. It's YouTube who makes the error. Sweat bees are pretty bad for your area. Yeah, we got wasp like crazy here. And I know partly is because we we feed the hummingbirds, and we got a lot of hummingbirds. And it's the wasp likes the sugar water that the hummingbirds like. But I've already killed or destroyed 5 different wasp nests on my property this year alone. 2 in my pickup truck, so 7. I got 5 off of the house, and I found 2 of them in my pickup truck. You know how the mirrors of your cars are? They were living behind my mirror. So every time I'd go to open the door, all these wasps, and I couldn't figure out where they came from because I didn't know. But eventually I figured it out, and I foamed the entire inside of the mirror with wasp killer, and then I was able to scrape their hive out of there. Bees on the ground are bad. Sass asks, do you know Oliver Tree? Do I know Oliver Tree? Is that a person or a plant? I know what olive trees are, if that's what you're asking. I don't know a guy named Oliver Tree, no. You're from the Philippines. Ann is from the Philippines. Good morning to you from the Philippines. How are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself. We have a lot of fans of the Philippines in the house. We do indeed, Ann. He's a person, Sass says. No, I sure don't. What does the person do? And thank you all for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Give us a big old thumbs up. He's a person. Pat doesn't know him either. Oliver Tree is a singer. Okay. Ann says he's a singer. Is he a good singer? What kind of Liam says he's a singer? So apparently a lot of people know him, but apparently I'm the only one in the entire world that doesn't know who he is. You want me to Google him? I'm at my desktop. I can Google him. What was his name again? Oliver Tree. Let me Google him because I don't know him. Now I can't play any of his music because it'd be copyrighted. But I can tell you a little about it. Hey, he's weird looking. Oliver Tree is a legend. Rest in peace. God bless him. So he's passed away. This is your mom's account, Ann says. So I am a boy. All right, well, Ann is not a girl. It's a boy. Oliver Tree Nickel was born in 1993. He died June the 14th of 2026. He was from Brazil. And he is buried in California. He went to San Francisco University. He's a rapper, singer, songwriter, record producer. Is that who we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen? You love Oliver Tree? Nice, okay. I'm going to speak Tagalog. All right, now, good luck with that. Kendra's in the house saying hello. I hope you are, I am not. My wife is. My wife is from Cebu. Obviously, by looking at me and probably hearing me, I'm the American part of the American couple. But there are people in the chat that will understand you. Maybe not everybody, young man. So, did it say, Kendra, how are you? Good to see you. Guys, all say hello to Kendra. I am sub to us, to me. Thank you. I will go back and do that. Do you have if you guys have a YouTube channel, please let me know. Because late today or tomorrow, I will go back and come and visit you. I will, I promise. You just got to let me know whether you have one or not. And then you're welcome to tell everybody in the audience what your YouTube channel is about. Or you could ask them to come visit you. It's okay. I am. I feel like I got butterfingers today. Hello, Kendrick. How are you? Good to see you. And the young man named Ann. I have it. Kendrick, good. Just search my name and just search your name. Okay, why would we search your name? Because you said that was your mother's channel. Is your mother famous? Same here, Kendrick. Thank you for being here. I have videos. Your mother has videos? Is that what you're saying? I'll search her name, but it doesn't seem familiar in the YouTube world. We usually know 90% of the YouTubers that are related to the Philippines, and that one doesn't seem to be one that I recognize. And as I kind of figured, it's not coming up. Let me get back over here. All right, so what is your name? If you have you need to put the title of your YouTube channel in the chat. Okay, that's what you need to do. You need to give us the title of your YouTube channel. Your mom doesn't make it, so I'm a big fan of people with low people. I support them. Well, it's kind of like the country song. Oh my God, I'm going to butcher this, but that just reminded me of a great song. I have friends in low places. You know, remember that song? So thank you for supporting our channel. We appreciate it. We need it. We hope that you guys will share the world with us. We have all kinds of things on our channel, from travel videos to immigration videos, marriage, dating, food, cooking, gadgets. Oh my God, lifestyles of the rich and the famous, which is not us. So, all right. Well, I Googled that and it didn't come up. Yay. So, good luck. Thank you. I appreciate that. We need all the luck we can get. Patrick says, thank you. Kendrick, it's good to have new people in here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. But the first thing we're trying to do is get to 6,000. I normally don't pay attention to my subscriber account, but somebody made a reference, goodbye, and somebody made a reference that we were over 5,000 about a month ago, which I didn't really realize, which I was very happy about. My biggest goal is to get to 1 million views, and I think our channel's getting close. We're over 900,000 views, so we're on our way to 1 million views. So I have a great confidence that I might be able to get to over 1 million views for the channel by the end of this year. Kendrick, I sub you also, my friend. Yes. Thank you. Baxter says, welcome. Everybody, and thinking of that, everybody's welcome in our channel. We're not, I'll tell you guys that are new in the background a little bit, because I know there's a bunch of people watching. Our channel is very open-minded. We're very upfront channel. We talk about anything. We're not scared of topics, but we don't talk about making fun of somebody's race, and we don't talk about children. So we're not going to use bad words to describe anybody's race, and we're not going to say anything bad about children, all right? Our channel is all about building people up. Building ourselves up, but building you guys up, not just your social media content, which I do a lot of in the mornings. I'm teaching you how to do better social media in the mornings, but how to build yourself up as a person to be the person you want to be. Patrick says, welcome, Kendrick. Where are you from, Kendrick? I am from Indiana, USA, United States. Respect all of my friends. Yes, Patrick is a long-time subscriber. He knows what we do here on the channel. Well, I learned something new about some guy named Oliver Tree. I'll go back and listen to his music some other day. We're also in the USA right now. My wife is from the Philippines. We've lived in the Philippines. We travel there, but currently living in America. We're hoping to get rich. We're hoping maybe to get lucky and move to Florida next year or southern Alabama. So that's what we're doing. Jared, good to see you, Uncle Jimmy. So, did you lose your Uncle Jimmy? Is that what you're saying? Uncle Jimmy. Because sometimes you got to say, hey, Jimmy, come here. Is that what the deal is? Did you lose your uncle? I don't know anybody. Well, we know Jimmy John. He's a great friend of ours. Do I know any other Jimmys? Not really. Not too many Jimmys in my world. Or Jims. Any jobs in your house? Yes. There are tons of jobs in this house. The question you need to be asking is, am I willing to pay you to do them? If you're willing to work for free or pay me, you can do all the jobs in this house you like. I got a lot of jobs. I got a garage that needs to be cleaned out. I got work in my office that needs to be done. My wife's office needs some work. The living room needs some work. The kitchen needs some work. We got to do laundry and get all the laundry put away in the house. Tim is in the house. Good evening, PAC. Good to see you. Hello, Pat. Good to see you guys all. Pat, sorry, Tim, how's the weather in your part of the world? So I got some, Hassan is in the house. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the thumbs up. I know you always do that. So I got an interesting thing, kind of, sort of. So the good news is my bad news turned out not to be horrible news. It just turned out to be bad news. So it's always a good day when you get horrible news and then it turns out to only be somewhat bad news. I didn't even use aircon yesterday. Wow. Man, we had cool temperatures Sunday, I think. Sunday and Saturday. But it's, right now, it's 98 degrees at my house. So we got the AC blasting. We got it. So I'm happy. My bad news is only bad news. But it still cost me a whole bunch of money. It just didn't cost me as much money. That's the thing. You know, maybe it's, it's horrible to look at it that way, but, instead of costing me $5,000, it only cost me $500. As it got cold last night, no fan or aircon on. Yeah, I don't think ours kicked on. Now, we sleep pretty cold. At night, we lower the temp down to 70, and we sleep at 70 with a ceiling fan. So we like it nice and cold. My wife likes it really nice and cold because she sleeps with big, heavy blankets. I only sleep with a sheet because I like it nice and cold, and my big, heavy blankets are what's all over my body. So, there you go. Let's see. We are having a good time. All right. I'm working on some. I got Lorelai a new gadget. Lorelai's going back to college, as you guys all know. I'm very proud of her. So I got her a really cool new docking station for her laptop. I'm going to try to get her to do a video this weekend of it. Just kind of a cool gadget. But, she's doing good in her school, and I want to reward her for her hard work. So I got her something that can help her with her education. Feels like 85 at 8 a.m. All right, that's not too bad. Sherwin's in the house. Yo, Adrian. Thank you for subbing. We appreciate that. How are you? What's going on in your world? Make sure you hit the alert bell too, everybody. Not only subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up tonight, but go back and hit that alert bell when you subscribe so you get the notifications. What YouTube is really doing right now, they're placing an emphasis on notifications. So it helps if you hit that notification. All right. So Tim, any big plans for your day in the Philippines? Tomorrow is Thursday, right? So tomorrow morning I'm going to try to get up and do one of my motivational live streams in the morning. One of my how do we grow and become better people and use social media to our benefit. And then Friday we'll do a live stream. Kendrick says, my mom died from cancer. Sherwin says, I'm a Pinoy. Outstanding, Sherwin. Good to have you. We love the people from the Philippines, obviously, as you know. And not to offend anybody, but yes, my wife is the most beautiful Filipina that ever came out of the Philippines, and that's just a fact. All right? Kendrick, my mother also died from cancer, and my dad died from cancer. My mother died from heart attack due to smoking and chronic heart disease when I was very young. My mom died when I was 7. What part of the Philippines are you in? I am in the Philippines. We're in the United States currently. We have properties in Cebu. My wife's from Cebu. And we get to go back. We're going to go back next year. We just don't know when. Patrick says, sorry to hear that, Kendrick. Dang, don't feel bad. No, you know what? I'm a real, I kind of, I don't know, some people kind of consider me somebody that has a little bit of a philosophical point of view. Every bad thing leads to good things, right? You got to look at the back end of things. When something happens that's horrible, well, if you dwell on just that and don't open your world up again, when you do open up your world again, all kinds of good things will come in. That's what I believe. You're in Lausanne. All right. Excellent. Our good friend Tim, who's in here, is also in the Philippines. Currently. And Patrick has been there quite a bit. Hello, Sherwin. Good to see you. So, are you married? Are you single? What's going on in your world? Do you work? Do you want a boyfriend or a girlfriend? Does anybody want a boyfriend or girlfriend? If you're single, let me know. There's a lot of single people that come in here. Not bad in Angeles City area. I mean, Luan, where are you? We are in the United States currently, but the wife is from Cebu. My prayers to you, Kendrick. Lausanne. I got you. AJ! AJ! AJ is in Lausanne too. Our friend My Views Your World. Great channel. Great, fine young man. Kind of reminds me of me. Yeah. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Tim Sherwin, do you plan on working at the new airport? Ooh, that's a great question. Hello, Patrick. I'm at Bullcon. Bull, probably didn't pronounce that right. No working at the airport. Hello, AJ. You're still a high school grader at 12. All right. My Views, hello. Hi. All right, so let's give Sherwin, boy or girl, I'm not for sure which you are, I'm going to give you some advice. Don't get married in the Philippines. If you ever want a chance to make a gigantic leap for better in your world, in your future, do not get married. If you're a girl, stay single. That way down the road, you might meet a guy who lives in a foreign country and you can marry them and leave the Philippines. And you can change your stars. If you stay in the Philippines, if you get married, you're stuck. Let's see. Translate how. Not to get married? I don't know what you mean there. But we just want you to do your schooling, become as smart as you can, go to nursing school so you can leave the Philippines and make really good money and support your family back home. Oh, I can't translate anything. No, my wife's the smart one. Me just dumb American. Me just dumb American. I don't speak Tagalog. I don't speak anything. I barely speak American English. So I can't translate that for you. I'm sorry. But here's the takeaway. Don't get married. No asawa. Don't get an asawa. No, sawa bad. Will that help? My wife's at work right now. She's at work. She's on our channel all the time, and you see her on videos, and that's her picture on our channel. But she's currently at work. My views, what are you up to in the Philippines? Don't get married. Become a nurse. That's my tip. I finally got my SNR membership. Nice. I bought some SNR hot dogs, which are not the red ones. Warning, don't make the same mistake I make. Take the casing off. Oh my gosh. Seriously. Young man, what are we going to do with you? Man. Yes, I'm Asian. Tim says, many Americans only speak ATM. You want to work the Taco Bell night shift? Well, good luck to you. I got a feeling you're full of shit. But if it makes you happy to play along, please chat some more. Because every time you throw out a chat, it actually helps my YouTube channel. I'm happy that you want to work the night shift at Taco Bell. It's a great place to work. In America, it's the number one. If you have constipation, which means you can't go to the bathroom, you go to Taco Bell. And when you go to Taco Bell, then you go to the bathroom a lot. It sucks because I sleep at 12. All right. I saw a video today on YouTube of a guy who bought a taco at Taco Bell, and I don't have a taco. Here, maybe I can use this. So there's a video out there of a guy who bought a taco at Taco Bell. So let's pretend this is our taco shell, right? So he ordered it without lettuce. And you know what he got? He got a taco shell that had a very thin line of mystery taco meat and a tiny bit of cheese on top of it. It was about like this deep. Taco without lettuce. The dog steak's much better without plastic, my friend. Come on now. I expect better out of you. That's okay. I don't want any Taco Bell for free. I don't need anything for free unless it's cash. All I'm about is pass the cash, not pass the gas. They do taste much better without the wrapping on it, buddy. Come on now. Man, you should have made a video trying to eat the plastic, you know. Now, I will say this. I kind of screwed up one time. We have some of it in the house. So we buy these bricks, a brick of chicken, you know, shredded chicken. We buy these packs of shredded chicken. And when we first bought them, I didn't know that they had a little bit of a seasoning packet right here in plastic. So I cut this open and I throw it in the skillet. And I'm like, what? And so, come to find out a few minutes later, the packet of seasoning, which I didn't know there, was melting to the skillet underneath the chicken. Yeah, well, you can shout yourself out. Anything you want to shout out, you can shout out. You just keep it doing it. You just keep doing what you're doing and you'll become the rock star of the world. Yeah, they are. They're wrapped individually. Right. They are. They're wrapped individually. But I would have thought you could have felt that. Were you drinking, my friend? You know, I mean, I love hot dogs. You know me, I love a really good hot dog, but, you know, I don't know how I feel about that, my views. I don't know if I think less of you today than I did yesterday. I don't know if I think less of you today than I did yesterday when you wouldn't eat plastic on a hot dog. Well, at least you caught it and you didn't eat it. But I had to throw our chicken away because I cooked the plastic and the seasoning into the chicken. Chonga's in the house. Good to see you. Hey, AJ, how are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up you gave us. Out and About with M&D. Hello, everybody. One of our other favorite channels in the entire world. Chong is great also. How are you guys? What's going on in y'all's world? Tell us, spill the beans. AJ just ate a bunch of plastically hot dogs. Did you believe that? I didn't do anything today. I had appointments today. I didn't accomplish anything but accomplish things. That's all I did. I'm worthless. I'm unemployed. Out and About, how have you been? What have you been doing, man? Sherman's asking, what is your favorite food and Coke? My favorite food is sushi, and my favorite Coke is South American. You guys get the joke on that one? Colombian Gold. Oh, that's marijuana. So, I was trying to make it funny there about the Coke. I don't know if it... Mine is Esco Carbaro. What was that guy's name? Escobar, whatever his name was. The guy from Mexico. My views, everyone done that once or twice or sometimes 3 times. Cause 100% beef is to go, I love hot dogs. And I like a really good bun that's toasted. And I'm talking about, I like hot dogs. I like chili dogs. Chili dogs are my absolute favorite. Most sausages has pork casing. Yeah, everything, they all have a pork casing, right? But some of them have a plastic sleeve over them. Apparently, AJ just figured that one out. All good, work and camping a lot, nice. I'm glad you're doing good, my friend. I am. They got a great channel if you guys haven't checked them out. So, let's see here. Juan Valdez. No, that's coffee. I was thinking of Pablo Escobar. When you ask about what kind of Coke I like Pablo Escobar. Was that guy's name? It was supposed to be a joke. It was supposed to be a joke. In this house, we don't drink soda pop. We are healthy, nutritionish, go-getting people, and soda pop doesn't cross the door. You like that? Out and About. But I will tell you, this live stream could have been brought to you by Brisk Lipton Iced Tea if they would have paid me or gave me one free one. I like good coffee. I don't make good coffee. Sherwin's asking, what alcohol tastes because I never drank it? Well, I can't. It's different for everybody, so here's what I recommend you do. I want you, surely, if your house doesn't have any alcohol in it, your neighbor's house does. So here's what I want you to do. I want tonight, since you stay up really late, I want you to go to your neighbor's house, sneak in, find the alcohol, all of it, take as much of it you can handle, and take it back to your house and just try them and see how they work. That's my recommendation. My views are, well, you got me rethinking life. I wonder how much plastic I have. Oh man, we've eaten a shitload of plastic. I know after markets, they have specialty sausage. I thought casings was edible. It was the first time and the last time, yes. Where you buy that? Where you buy it? From your neighbor. You don't buy it, you just steal it from your neighbor. When they're asleep, your neighbors won't mind, I promise. Just go over there and sneak in and get it. If you got to crawl through a window, it's okay. Good job. Yeah, he was the big smuggler of cocaine. He was the cocaine kingpin. Now, we've eaten a lot of plastic and chemicals and poisons, especially as Americans. You know, we have sucked down more toxic things than you could ever imagine. And now we can't even eat ramen noodles. Did you know that? Because supposedly there are these little microscopic mites living on ramen noodles. like the ones that we have in our eyebrows. We have these little mites that live here. Apparently on ramen noodles, there's these little mites. I saw a video about it today. Keith is in the house. Hello, everybody. My views. Hey, Chang, good to see you, my friend. All right, I'll do it. Tim says, my views, great. Views, great, great, great. Red Bull Princess is in the house. You say that every night. Red Bull Princess tells me every night. Every night she comes in and says, I hope everybody has a great and wonderful night. I think she copies and pastes her salutations. But thank you for being here, Red Bull Princess. We appreciate you more than you know. You got a great channel. You keep growing. I love some of your artwork. The Phoenix is beautiful by the world. You're an outstanding young upstart Yuba Tuba giant. You know, one day you will be king of the... Ooh, I like some of your stuff. Beautiful young lady. Great channel. You guys all go and subscribe and check her out. If you would, please. Smash that like button, my view says. Yes, smash the like button with the damn hammer. Don't be shy. Don't be timid. Rain water is bad drinking. It has bacteria and chemicals, but if you boil it, chemicals stay there forever. What? But if you boil it, but chemicals stay there forever. Drinking, it could stay 10 years. Yeah. So I highly recommend that you don't boil it. Just do the parasites. Parasites are good for you, okay? I want you to just go like when it rains, just go outside to the curb and just drink some of the water off the street. It'll make you big and strong and tough. It really will, I promise. I would not lie on this channel. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't lie to anybody on this channel. So, there you go. If you want to get the chemicals out, you run it through charcoal. You can neutralize most chemicals by running it through charcoal. No, man, I think that's in your future. I think drinking sewer water is probably the best way to go for you. Grasshoppers are good eating. I have a little story for you. Back when I was just a wee little tot in Illinois, there was an old man that lived down the road from us. His name was Old Man, and he ate grasshoppers. He ate cooked and fried grasshoppers, and he ate chocolate-covered grasshoppers. And that old crankety old smelly butt smelling old man always tried to get us kids to eat grasshoppers. True story. I remember that crotchety old man trying to get us kids, hey, you, come here, eat these damn grasshoppers. Yes, I am British and Italian. I am British. Grasshoppers have just as much plastic and chemical, if not more, right? If not more, I would agree. Pesticides, you know. But yeah, I remember that. You know, and I do know that people in the health food stores around here, you know, the vegans eat crickets and grasshoppers and crap, but David's not doing that. The leader of the PAC is not doing that. Says, oh man, I clean them real good. Nice. I boil and deep fry them. There you go. Sounds like you got a plan, man. But I'm really happy, kind of, sort of. You know, Lorelei's doing good with the schooling. And what else am I happy? Oh, I saved myself some money. We had bad news about money. And today I fixed it to where it was only bad news instead of bad news. So I'm really happy about that. Really happy about that. Chocolate covered grassy hoppers are good. I don't remember. I do believe I've had those at the college. Because we had a bunch of vegans at the college, and they wouldn't even eat off of our regular plates. They had to bring their own plates. But I remember people bringing them and we would try them and laugh. And I did not taste them. All right. Well, that's shameful. Why would you eat something you can't taste? My views, what are you doing in the Philippines? What's on your agenda? Any new trips or videos or anything you're going to be working on? I just dropped a new video today about a meat chopper. We're getting excited about our October trips, and we're going to go to Jamaica, the Grand Cayman Islands, and the Bahamas in October. So we're excited about that. We got a whole bunch of Filipino parties coming up. Lorelai's going to a birthday party this weekend. I'm not going. The next weekend, I think we're going to what we call the Barrio Festival here, which is the Filipino Barrio Festival. I guess that's self-explanatory. Those are stupid because all foods are edible. Who put poison on meat? Everybody does, don't you? Every time you eat meat, it has poison in it and or on it. So then we go to a Barrio Festival, then we have a housewarming party to go to. I'll probably go to that one because I feel bad for her husband. They're going to have a housewarming, Panay is going to have a housewarming party. The husband's American. He's actually pretty new to the area. I know how horrible of an event this is going to be for him. I know how bad it's going to be. So I'm going to go to the party just so, you know, he's not the only white guy in the house. I'm planning on going to Japan in September to watch sumo wrestling. Tickets go on sale August the 8th. I would like to do that. I would love to watch sumo wrestling. I really would. I think sumo wrestling is quite amazing. But I clean it thoroughly. Tim says, Sherwin, the poison is in the rainwater that falls from the sky even before it hits the ground. The rain, before it hits the ground, is contaminated. Understand that. Before it even hits the ground, as it comes out of the clouds, it's already contaminated. Okie dokie, bro. So can I go to Japan with you? Can I do that? I don't think my wife would let me. I got time. I don't have a job. I don't know if my wife would let me go without her, though. We're going to go to, is it Singapore? I think we're going to Singapore next year. We got to go to the Philippines to take care of some business and visit friends. So we're going to be there for probably 2 weeks, and then we're going to jump over to Singapore probably for another 10 days. What is your biggest mistake? Talking to you, Sherwin. Talking to you is my biggest mistake. Big John is in the house. What's up? Everybody say hello to Big John. I don't have any mistakes. Sorry. I don't mean to burst anybody's bubble. And remember, I never lie on this channel, but I've never made a mistake in my life. Never have. Look at me. Right here in the eyes, everybody. I have never made a mistake in my life. I gained the love of sumo wrestling after learning about the techniques on Japanese educational channel. There's a Japanese TV series. I can't remember what it's called. It's on Netflix. And I know it's a TV series. And it's a fake TV series. It's not a documentary. Very entertaining. And I like it too. I dig it. I think it's way underrated from a strategic and power standpoint than we could imagine. Why? Why not? My view is that you can bring your girlfriend a sumo wrestler. Sherman says, I am looking. All right. Looking at sumo wrestling? That's good. Just don't look at their butts. It might make you excited. Tim says, oh, Big John. Shit's getting deep on this live stream. Where? Are you in poo again? Is your toilet backing up? What's going on at your house that you're in deep shit? That's what I wonder. So sumo wrestling is pretty cool. I agree. You know, I know there was one American champion at one time. I think it was in the late 80s or early 90s. Was there not an American grand champion? I thought I was wrong once, but it turns out I was mistaken. There you go, brother. You know, my views, Tim likes that. My views likes that, Timothy. Your end. On your end. On your end. Your end. I don't know what that means. Ed Tim John says, I remember putting a banana peel on my dad's slipper and fell into his pool. Oh, that's so sad. I feel so bad. You know, why did you waste a banana peel? You should have ate that damn banana peel. You act like you're hungry, eat the damn banana peel. Don't be wasting it. Eat it. Eat it. There's a whole movie dedicated to that. It's called PACs. Did you ever watch the movie PACs? The alien came down and ate the banana with the peel on it. So it's good for you. Monkeys eat banana peelings. Patrick said, oh my. Oh God. You know. I don't know what I would do in life. You know, I will say this. You know, I was such of a serious subject matter expert in my past life, as you know, working with the government agencies, teaching students at the college, and it was, you know, pretty serious stuff. You had to be respectful and polite and courteous and really be professional. At least on here, I get to be the real me. I don't have to be any of those things. I ate the banana, but I just put the peel on. I think you're lying to me. I think you're lying. I don't think you have a father. I don't think you have a father. I think you're lying. I'm just telling you, I think you're lying. You don't have a father. I'm just saying. We bought some bananas at Sam's this weekend, and man, they are ripening super fast for some reason. I'm having to eat 2 a day just to keep them from throwing away. I mean, they are really ripening fast. Keith is in the house. He is. Thank you all for saying hello to Keith. Keith has a channel about choo-choo trains. So, you guys check out his channel. Patrick, how's your numbers on your YouTube channel? I know you've been doing some videos. I am not lying. God says lying is bay. Is by? You mean bad? Well, just if your God says lying is bad, then just don't listen to your God. It's pretty easy. It's really easy. Hello, Tio. Yes, he's in the house. They got a great channel. So Patrick is up to 592 subs. So maybe by the end of the year, you'll hit 1,000, right? You're doing good, Patrick. Life is good. Woo! Tim says, oh, we get this. Banana, small bananas, small peel. There you go. Tim's right. Read Tim's comment. Small banana, small peel. I'm going to tell you. I actually don't like the little bananas in the Philippines. They're bitter. I don't like them. Does anybody like the bananas that you see in the Philippines, the little short ones? I mean, I like Chiquita, you know, the regular bananas. I like the smaller size of those. But that small banana that's grown in the Philippines I don't like it. I know they fry it a lot. I don't like it. Well, I am very happy for you that you have a real name. That is exciting to have a real name. Man, I wish I had a real name. I don't have a real name. You know what my name is? None. 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 My name is None. It's purple. Purple. They're purple bananas. Senorita bananas, exciting. When it's ripe, it's purple? Sure, absolutely. Purple bananas, they're good for you. Just eat them when they're green, too. The green ones are really good for you, too. Banana hater, that's right. I think he's a banana hater. JC, I think he's a banana hater. Can you believe that? Who hates bananas in this world? Just bonkers to think, how dare people hate bananas. But those damn little ones, I don't know, I know they're called something else. In the Philippines, I don't remember what they're called, but I hate those bananas. Bro, I'm not. You're not what? Okay, you're not? Okay. I'm happy for the fact that you're not. Did you see Banana Man? I did not. I don't know what banana is. Is this guy from the oatmeal box? I don't know what guy you're talking about. Are you talking about the guy sitting next to you? Or the guy that lives in Southeast Asia? Who are you talking about? But I don't know what those bananas. Lorelai likes to buy them and fry them sometimes, but I don't like to do that. I don't. Plus, I don't like all of the sugar they put on those little bananas. You know, I don't like those. I don't know what they're called anymore, but. Rooster 2 says, "What is going on here? I am so lost. What is going on here?" Well, now that you're here, my friend, one, you're no longer lost. You have now been found. You are here. You're on the best live stream that's out there in the entire world. We have the best people in the chat. Only great, outstanding people come into our chat on this live stream. It's amazing. You might find somebody named Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, Sammy Hagar. You'll find all kinds of people. Actors, Tom Cruise, Penelope Cruz, Sandra Bullock. All of these people come in here. Let's see. You got to be careful about your comments because one of my good moderators, my blue people, will delete you. All right? So you can stick around and throw out stupid comments all you like, but if you make them dirty, they're going to get blocked. All right? Just understand that. Yes, I don't like these small, short Filipino bananas. I don't know what they're called. They're called something. I don't like them. They're too bitter. And they're ripe, but they're still bitter. Which probably means they got a lot of starch. Henry's in the house. Good evening. HTRN48 is in the house. Good to see you. Everybody said hello to Henry. How you feeling today, Henry? But I like regular bananas. I like all fruit. There's very little fruit that I dislike. Durian is one fruit that I don't like. He's not. Patrick, he's not. He's a troll, but we're just having fun with the troll. He's not. But if he gets dirty-minded, just delete him or put him in timeout. But if they're just being trolls, leaving it clean, I don't mind. It just helps my chat count. But he's not. He's just some guy in a basement with a little penis. Hello, Brother Henry. Good to see you. Patrick says, right on. I'm doing good, feeling better. Nice. One song I would recommend is Bustin' by Neil Segura. I don't know him. It's clean, don't worry. All right, I won't worry because I don't know who the person is. Well, Henry, I'm glad you're doing better. We're trying to get better here at the house, you know. We are. We're trying to eat healthier, you know, shop better, look better, you know, behave better. Tim says, Henry, we're very happy that you are now feeling much better in your journey through life. Thinking of that, I got a doctor's appointment coming up next week. So I got to go see my doctor. I think I need to have my neck operated on. I'm wondering if they can cut my neck out. I'm going to go ask him. Will I be? Yeah, I got to go to the doctor next week myself. Routine checkup. It's my 6 months blood draw. You know, they check my blood every 6 months to make sure I'm not dying or my kidneys are still functioning. It's part of what we do every 6 months. And then my heart doctor's right around the corner. My Views Your World, who is going to go to Japan soon and watch sumo wrestling, says, hello, Henry, good to see you. Good to see you, young man. So how are things in the Philippines, everybody? Anybody have any thoughts about the political issues going on? You know, the Philippines starting to worry about China? If I was in the Philippines, I would right now, from the American news cycle, I would be a little concerned about what China is doing to the Philippines. Training in the Philippines, all right. Yeah, we've been seeing all the flooding from Cebu, man. You know, crazy. And Cebu, my wife was talking about how years ago Cebu didn't flood like that. So she's guessing something happened with the infrastructure because Cebu didn't usually flood like that. Oh, well, I still got a few more appointments. Nice. Appointments suck. PAC, you want to be like Neck Ed on TV. You mean big neck Ed? I don't want to be like him. That would be shameful. You talking about big neck Ed? Is that who you're talking? Or the guy that went to the Philippines to date that girl that was Rose that turned out to scam him, but she really turned out to be a lesbian? You talking about him? No neck Ed. Oh, is that what it is? No neck Ed? All right. He lives over there. He lives in the next town over. He moved to our part of the country now, and he sells real estate. I don't want to be like him. Am I like him? Do I look like him, or do I behave like him? Do I behave like No Neck Ed? Big John says, hello, everybody. Hey, work day. Watching, doing. I don't watch the news. What China doing? Well, it's the whole South China Sea, the Philippine Sea issue. They're pushing the fishing boundaries. They're now the Philippine government is trying to push back against the Chinese from that one area that Barack Obama allowed China to stay at. So the Philippines is now trying to push back, and of course, you know, China's making moves around Taiwan, and they're making moves towards the Philippines. So around here, you know, it's you see it on the news here, where some, you know, people are starting to, you know, we need to pay some attention to that. They're worried that there's so many other things going on that nobody's focused on China and what China's encroachment to the Philippines. Hey world, good to see you. I'm still having trouble with my hands. All right, that's okay, we understand. I have trouble with my hands. You know, sometimes they say things and do things they shouldn't do at all. Sometimes they point at people. You know, sometimes they point at people and they shouldn't, you know. But you'll get better. You know, are you doing physical therapy? I hate physical therapy. Oh, you're talking about the neck thing. Yeah, they need to cut my head off so I can be like No Neck Ed. All right, I got it, Tim. I'm 5 minutes late, but Tim, I got the joke. Tim, I got the joke 5 minutes later. I remember now, Tim. You know, my squishy brain, I got your joke 10 minutes later. The West Philippine Sea does not belong to China. It does not. But what happened years ago was China came in and set up a line of their fishing boats and set a boundary up that encroached upon deeply into the Philippine Sea. Barack Obama negotiated a truce between China and the Philippines, supposedly. But what happened was the Philippines people backed off, and China told Barack Obama to go kiss their ass, and they stayed put. Even though they agreed to move, they said, no, we changed our mind. But now they're getting more, it seems like they're ramping up. Yep, I hope so, and I hope I can start walking soon. Hey, not being able to get up and get around. Yes. Well, the more you sit, the more you sit. It's one of the things I've told my doctors and Lorelei, because Lorelei has always wanted me to have, you know, wheelchairs or scooters. And I do, I have scooters. But my point is, I've told her, I said, if you just sit down And you sit down, what you're doing, you're sitting down, you're giving up. So as much as I need a mobility scooter in the airports and the malls, around the house, doing things, small things, I want to walk. I want to walk as much as I can so I don't become dependent on a stinking mobility scooter. Here comes the rain. We need the rain. My yard is looking a little rough, a little parched. I might have to go out there late tonight and water some spots in my yard. I don't like to waste water on grass. It's partly cloudy here. I think Missouri was getting some rain. Didn't somebody say earlier, things are getting wet in Missouri or something, where Jamie was or somebody? Jeff is in the house. Jeff, I wish it would rain. Jeff, how are you, my friend? How are things been? I haven't seen you in a couple of days. Good to see you, Jeff. Chong says, hello, Jeffrey. Good evening, young man. So it's very good to see Jeff. We appreciate you, buddy. Hope all is well in your little part of the world. Moisture in the air is killing my back. Oh, I know. What's weird is the moisture here in the central part of the United States, the barometric pressure drives me crazy. But if I go to the Gulf Coast and storms come in, it doesn't bother me a bit. Song says, hello, Patrick. Good to see you, my friend. Jeff says, I've been okie dokie. All right. What have you been up to, though? Anything? Does anybody need help with their YouTube channels out there, by the way? I'm just asking if anybody needs any love on their YouTube channels. If you do, just let us know. Remember, if you're blue, you can drop a link to your channel without asking. It's a perk you get for being blue. In the mornings, I'm trying to give you guys some education about how to build social media and how to become better people while we do it. How not to become hookers and prostitution when we do it. Guys, it's good to see you. Jeff has just been busy dealing with everything around here. I'm watching young Filipina tennis star Alex Ila. Have you heard of her kuya? I have not heard of her kuya. Tell me more. Tell me more. Let me copy her name and I'll paste her and I'll Google her. And let me ask, why are we watching this young lady play tennis? Just asking, you know. Why this particular young lady? Because they're... Oh, I know why you're watching her. I just pulled up her picture. All right. Now I know why you're watching her. Ah, Chong, now I know why you're watching her. You guys all go check her out. My ex-wife is Chong, actually PAC Chong. Okay, wow. Some tennis machines got, yes. Well, go look at her. Google her name. And I know why he's watching her now. You can't hide, Chong. Can't hide, buddy. We know. Tio, my mentor, brother, good friend. Yes. Well, I got to deal with the doctor, so I guess I'll talk to you guys later. All right, Henry, take care, man. A little too skimpy. Skimpy, Jeff says. Are you sure they're too skimpy? Are you sure? Or, you know. I guess if you're married and don't have wandering eyes, then maybe they're not. That tennis star is a fabulous tennis player. Awesome, Tim. Let me see what her record is. Is she really? Let me Google her a little bit more. Women's Tennis Association. Let's see. Is she ranked? She has one singles title. Wow. She's won $1,537,000 in prize money. 21 years old, 5'9". She's tall. She's a very tall girl for the Philippines. But yeah, she seems to be an excellent tennis player, by the way. But I don't know if her tennis skills is what's attracting Chong. I'm just saying. Sometimes. Most definitely, yes. Good luck, Henry. So, just saying. We don't have to be embarrassed. Not on this channel. I need to order. I need to order, but I got to buy something. I think or did I? I don't know. I've been getting confused a lot lately. And I don't know why. I've been getting confused a lot lately. So, you guys may be saying lately, what the hell you mean, boy? You can barely put a sentence together anytime we talk to you. But I have. I've been getting a little confused lately. Did I do that? Did I not do that? Was I supposed to do that? Just saying. Jeff says it happens. Yeah, but it sucks, right? I mean, I even write notes down like crazy, something I encourage you guys all to do. But, sometimes I just can't remember things. To just beat Jessica Pegula was rated 26. Yeah, she's a good tennis player. And she reminds me of the Asian version of the Russian girl back in the 90s. Who can name that Russian tennis star that everybody drooled over? But she wasn't very good at tennis. Yes, it does suck. Yeah, but not much we can do about it. It's not. But when you got a lot of things you want to do, that's why I write everything down. Sentences are overrated? Yeah, Tim, for me it is. I keep a pen with me, man. I feel like I'm back in college, writing everything down. Well, that's all right. It's all right. It's all good, man. And one thing I'm doing is I know this is really stupid, but I try to find little projects to keep my mind busy, which is really dumb. Javard is back in the house. Pat says, I'm having pork barbecue sandwiches, onion rings, potato wedges tonight. Well, you suck, Pat. Let me just say that. Everybody get on board and say, Patrick, you suck because you're not sharing your food with us. We don't... I saw a King Kong movie a few years ago. Me too. I saw the latest one where they replaced his tooth. That was pretty cool. That was a good one. That girl died, by the way. Did you know that? The little girl who played in the last two King Kong movies died in a car accident about a month ago. Did you know that? The real pretty, I don't know what nationality she was, but the real pretty girl who was a child, but she grew up to be real pretty. I don't know what her name is, but she starred in the last two movies, King Kong movies. She got killed in a car accident about a month ago. Sounds good, yes. I know, it sounds good, right, Jeff? But he just doesn't share. He comes on and says, here's what I'm eating, but you guys ain't getting shit. That's what he does. He just comes on and tempts us. How come everybody gets to have barbecue sandwiches? I don't get to have barbecue sandwiches. Where are you getting barbecue sandwiches at? How come I don't get any? Martina Naravota, that's how you say her name? Oh. Yeah, she died in a car accident, apparently, about a month ago. Jeff says, I know, right? It's not fair. And I like barbecue sandwiches. Tell the wife. Tell the wife what? You think my wife cooks in this house? I'm the cooker in this house. I'm not only the cooker, but by God, I'm the hooker in this house. We do have a really good barbecue joint around us called Wright's Barbecue. And what I really need to do is just go up and buy some barbecue from them. I mean, it's really good. And it's expensive, barbecue. It's like $10 a pound. But it's damn good, $15 a pound. The potato salad's $10. The pulled pork is $15 a pound. Man, it's good eating though. Ooh, I'm gonna go buy some this week. I gotta get out tomorrow. I'll go buy some. I want barbecue sandwiches. Then I guess you have to make that's it. Yeah, if I tell her, she's gonna go, okay. It's not gonna do me any good. I've been making homemade bread. Have you guys seen my homemade bread videos? Have you guys been watching my live streams where I make homemade bread? It's more expensive in Little Rock. All right, I believe it, man. Little Rock's pricey. Have you ever had the, There's a catfish guy in Little Rock that's one of the best. He also has a food truck. It's not called the Catfish Hole. That's the one we have here. Man, he used to cater our Little Rock meetings. Man, he had fried pies and catfish. Woo. I have not had good barbecue in the Philippines. Yeah. Lloyd's barbecue pulled pork. Okay, so you bought the stuff like at Walmart. Wright's is better. Ooh, man. And they cook it right there. You go into their place, and they got like an outdoor pavilion you can sit at. But back behind the counter area is their kitchen. They're smoking this stuff right then and there. Yeah, he has a restaurant there. He opened up one in Northwest Arkansas, but it didn't survive. But I can't remember the name of it, man. But his stuff was really good. But he was out of Little Rock, or in Little Rock. But his main thing was a brick and mortar place. Now the Corky's barbecue is really good. I think you mentioned them before, and they weren't that expensive, like $2 for a pulled pork sandwich or something. Yeah, the only good food in the Philippines, to be honest, is Filipino food and Korean food. You know, the sushi was good. I mean, not the best in the world. But you don't want to try to eat Mexican or Western food in the Philippines. It just doesn't come off well. But the Korean fried chicken and all these other dishes are really good in the Philippines. I'll find out. There's a few of them. Usually they, six Pat says, oh, retracted a message. I'll have to try to figure out who he was. But man, he was good. He made homemade fried pies right there in his truck for our things with the state. Pat says, I like Corky's barbecue. It's a good. Whoa. We don't have them here. We used to have. I got a cup from them. The one that Oklahoma State football guy was part of or something. But they've gone away. But we don't really have much barbecue joints around here. We just don't. Our food industry here has shifted in the last 5 years from really good like barbecue and these type of restaurants to fancy, trendy restaurants. I mean, upscale restaurants. You know, gastronomy restaurants. So our restaurants have gone from good to stupid. Catfish Corner is what you want to say? Maybe I'll Google him. I'll Google Catfish Corner and see. Yeah, I think you ought to make a pot roast dinner. I would like to have that too. They're trying it here too, and not going. Oh, it's going over gangbusters here. You got to remember, we got Walmart's home office, which is $1 billion new campus. And Walmart makes every vendor come here. And it attracts all of these 30-year-olds. And there's all these weird, trendy restaurants and all the good old places where we can go get some homemade Mexican food or a taco shop. You know, barbecue, little mom and pop barbecue stores. They're all gone. Everybody around here likes it cheap. We like it cheap too, but just not happening here. Our area is becoming very preppy, if you know what that word means. So very, very preppy. It's very, you know, people up here are trying to be very cool. You know, trendy. I'm going to Google that. And we've been to some of them, and some of them's pretty good food. You guys got a Wright's barbecue down there. I want to say it was Whole Hog Cafe. It was Whole Hog. Who catered our food was Whole Hog. Yeah, Whole Hog Cafe was the one that always catered our stuff in Little Rock when we were doing conferences and such. Cheaper doesn't mean better than food. Well, actually, it doesn't. It means way worse. Look at Taco Bell. I mean, I hate to pick on Taco Bell, but Taco Bell is one of the most disgusting restaurants there is. They got good food. That's who it was. That they always catered our big meetings and conferences that we held in Little Rock. Depends on where you go, actually. Yes, I like cheap food, but I don't know. There's too many. The other thing we have a problem with around here is there are too many sushi places now. It's like every other restaurant is sushi. But they're not doing it well. They don't know how to do the rice correctly. Because we love sushi, so I go to every new sushi place there is. They're just not good. It's just not good. But we have one or two favorite sushi places, and the rest of them all suck. But we love sushi. But yeah. But I miss the Filipino food. I do. I don't miss the Western food in the Philippines because that was nasty. But the regular Asian food in the Philippines, I enjoyed. The place got $2 tacos. They are the best. Oh, I'd like to have that $2. And that's one thing I've been craving. It's like a really good taco, not a Taco Bell taco, but a real taco. I've been craving that. We do have a bunch of food trucks here, but you know, sometimes the food trucks are hit or miss. Just trying to get quality ingredients for quality meals. Yeah. And I think that's important. I would rather pay more money and have better quality food than to pay less and have garbage. You know, as you get older, we all have talked about this. We want our stuff to look better, smell better, but we want it to taste better the older we get. We want nicer clothes, nicer houses. We want to be comfortable more so. Mexican tacos. I heard that there was an old abandoned landmarks in Arkansas, an old air base, old hospital, state land, another place. Yeah, there's a lot of abandoned places in Arkansas. There's an abandoned place of Tony Alamo. He had his own personal cult. There's a lot of, you know, we used to have a lot of drugs in Arkansas, down in Mena. Jeff probably knows the story about Mena, Arkansas, when Bill Clinton was president. Barbecue is good. If they can speak English, it's going to be good around here. Yes, yes. I like the history of Arkansas. I like the history book. Pat, I'm gonna recommend a book for you. It's not hard to read. It's easy to read. Let me pull it up on the internet because I gotta find it. I've read these books. There's a whole series of them. And let me see if I can find them. I should probably just go to Amazon. Weird Florida. All right. So there's a whole series. This is what you should look for. I'll show you on the screen. If you guys like stuff, can you kind of see this? It says if you can't read it, so you can search this, Weird Florida or Weird Arkansas. And there's also something that says like the Backroads Travel Guide to Florida's Local Legends and Best Kept Secrets. So there's a whole series of books called Weird Whatever. And if you'll search for that, you'll find a lot of amazingly cool stuff. I've read about 10 of them over the years. And you can probably pick them up used, you know. Like there's Weird New Jersey, U.S. Travel Guide, Arkansas. I mean, there's just lots of things. Used is $7 or $8. I used to have a couple of them, but I gave them away to friends. All right. All beef barbacoa is good, 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 good. Yes, yes, yes. I can't do tongue, eyes, and brains. And me either. And why would you? Why would you? Here's the name of the book. I'm going to copy it and paste it. I don't like the weird shit either. I don't want to suck down eyeballs. And I don't want to, eat a cow tongue. I have. So here's the name of that book, Weird Florida. But you can just search those type of things. Or search back roads and things. And you'll come up with all kinds of activities to do. And they're also on the internet. Oh yeah, you're talking about the mushing, the conglomeration of all the organs in it, like a hot dog. That looks like a Lonely Planet guidebook. Yes, it's a good book. It's a good series. They do a good job in that series. I've read like 10 of them. That's why I do all beef. Well, you want to do all real beef, right? No beef tongue, beef ears, beef hide. You want to do the good part of the cow. Nothing but, the jaws, That's one thing I learned from my wife, believe it or not, is I didn't know fish had a lot of jaw meat under there. We were in Florida living down in Cocoa Beach, and we would go to this fish processing place where people would bring their catch in, and these people would, like a butcher. And we'd go in and buy a whole skeleton of a fish for like 39 cents a pound. She would take it back to the Airbnb that we were staying at, because we lived in an Airbnb for a while, and cut out all the meat out of their heads. And man, that was some good eating now. Woo! And then you chop it up and make soup out of it. That sounds so good. It is so good. So I learned that. I learned the fact that fish have a lot of really good meat too. The tacos, yeah. You're gonna have to buy some and send them to me. The only problem is they're gonna be no bueno by the time they get here. That's all the Spanish I know. And what's the name of the taco joint? Maybe there's one close to me. What's the name of the taco joint? But Patrick, if you like strange and weird things, I love it. I love ghost stories like the Spook like up in Missouri. Indiana's is going to have its own crazy ghost place and haunted places and weird places. I would drive them to you. Well, we might have to do that. Maybe we can meet in the middle. Meet in the middle. Like Russellville. Meet in the middle. Yes, definitely. Yeah, so check those out. We've done that. Lorelai and I have done that all over the place. Around here, we've gone to everything we've found to do around here. It's a Spanish name. I don't want to butcher the name. All right. Tim says, you sound like Justin Wilson, the Cajun cook. Woo! I remember him. I remember watching him growing up. I do. I remember him. Is that a good thing? Well, there's Pretty Gracie's in the house. Good to see you. It's me, GTV. Everybody say hello to Gracie. Gracie has decided to come out and bless us with her beautiful presence. How are you, young lady? Thank you for being here. What have you been up to? Anything exciting? How's your GTV going? Your other channel going? Remember, if you're blue and if you want to drop a link to your channel or a video, you're welcome to do it. You don't have to ask permission. I see us in the house. Nice topic host. Thank you. Thank you, young man, young lady. I try. We just try to have fun. In the mornings I'm doing more live streams about, how to take business strategies and old business strategies and make them work for our modern social media context. and I'm trying to translate what I've been working on and reading through some other books and sharing that with you guys in the morning live streams. At nighttime, we're just going to have some fun. We're going to pretend that we're all just sitting around the bonfire having a good time. Tim says, hello, hello. Yes, GTV in the house. All right, let me get back over here and see what... Lawson's in the house, my friend. Everybody said hello to our good friend. He's also, Jeff, he's also in our world. He's east of you, but he's also in our world. He's a fine young man, Jeffrey. Jeff, he's a very fine, outstanding young man that lives in our world also. So Lawson, how was your day? How was church camp? How you doing? Which church camp you going to next? Nice, nice. Yes. Everybody say hello to Lawson. Lawson, Lawson, Lawson. Lawson in the house. Everybody remember, when you subscribe to anybody, hit that alert bell, especially my channel. We're trying to grow. Remember, I'm just trying to raise enough money to buy Lorelei a house. And apparently, I made a goal. Did you guys not see my goal? I promised to send you a picture. When I set up my goal, it says, what is your deliverable? So if somebody gave you $1 million, what were you going to do for them? And I told YouTube I would send that person a topless photo of myself. Well, YouTube wouldn't let me use the word topless. You know, it's hard to find people who are in Arkansas. Well, it's hard to find good people who are in Arkansas. No, I'm just kidding. I actually know quite a few people in Arkansas, but also on YouTube. And, you know, I know a handful of them. We're trying to get them all to come up to Missouri. Branson, Missouri, October the 3rd. Anybody's welcome to come to Branson, Missouri. Make a vacation. October the 3rd, we're going to have a community meetup in Branson, Missouri. If you want to be successful, take public speaking such as Toastmasters. Yes. How to win friends and influence people is my strategy. How do we get people to work for us? How do we improve? That's why I'm doing all the Dale Carnegie books. I read them in the 90s, and I'm rereading them, and then I'm talking about them in the mornings. And I think some people are finding what I talk about interesting, because I put my own twist on it for a modern social media platform. So I'm taking what they did back in the 50s and 60s to make millions and millions of dollars, and I'm converting, changing, modifying, adapting it to the social media world. My church camps were great, but I'm done for the summer and I start school. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. August is right now. Well, I'm sorry. You got to go back to school, buddy. Man. Are you ready for your first day of school? Do you got new clothes, new shoes, new hat, new glasses? Are you ready to go? You got a good backpack? Just try to have fun tomorrow at school. That's all I say. Take it with a grain of salt and enjoy it. Oh, wow. Definitely, Jeff says. Dale Carnegie. Yes. All of his books. I read them in the 90s. They helped me become a successful teacher and a private consultant. So I literally am going through them. I bought them for my wife, but they just sat on the ottoman. So I thought I'd reread them and see if I can adapt it to modern social media. Jeff says, I am ready for my kid to be in school next Monday. I am ready, Lawson says, nice. I get him. It's hard to believe school's starting. I mean, it's August already. I mean, wow, it's crazy. It seemed to go by really fast, didn't it? 2.5 months is long. Not for the kids. Well, I got bored and sitting at home as a kid. Tim says, Lawson, I hope you enjoyed your summer break. I think he did. I think Lawson did a good job making the best of his summer break this year. I think he did a great job. Lawson's a good kid. Lawson's going to be a pro golfer or an airline pilot or the president of the United States. One of the three. I have faith in him. Sure did, Tim. It was great. And a lot of that is your attitude, right, Lawson? Having a good attitude. I didn't go fast and didn't go fast enough. Man. I remember having I taught summer school because they would pay me extra money to teach summer classes. So I volunteered to teach summer class all the time because I wanted the money. I was greedy. And then if I was going to do a trip, I would do a short trip on the beginning because there's a gap between spring and summer 1, summer 2, there's little gaps, and fall. And I usually took a trip between the end of spring and between summer 1 because I did a big conference in between summer 2 and fall starting. My son will be 13 in the 8th grade. What a great age, right? What a great age. A great grade to be in. Yep, you got to be where your feet are and live life to the fullest. You do. Something that we talked about the other day was about how to be successful and happy. You deal with what's on your plate, not what's way out there in the future. You know, if you want to be successful, solve this problem, work on this today, do this today. Don't worry about something that you have no control over in the future. The future's not here yet, so live today. That's right. Lawson's going to be Jeff says he turns 13 in 23 days. Happy birthday to him. Everybody say happy birthday to Jeff's young 13-year-old. Lawson will be a business jet pilot, private, yes. And then he will golf in different cities and countries all over the world. So he can be a private airline pilot, right? So he could fly Elon Musk's plane, or Musk, whatever his name is. He could be one of those pilots, and then he can just go wherever he wants, you know. Or he could work for a airline brokerage company that hires planes out, and he flies just wherever. He can do it. And then he can take a day off every time and go golfing. So that's my dream. And it's good to have a dream, my friend. It's good to have a dream. Nothing wrong with having a dream. Just not. He's a good kid. Dream a little dream. Does anybody else have a dream? I know the kids usually have dreams, but as an adult, this is a great question for adults. Patrick, you know, AJ, everybody else in here, Tim, Jeff, do you have any adult dreams? And I don't mean adult as in that word, but I mean dreams where you're at in your life now. Jeff says, my neighbor works for the airline. She's gone like 9 months out of the year. She's not home very often. Wow. Is she what do they call them now? A flight stewardess or flight attendant? Most definitely. Do we have dreams? I have dreams. That's right. I think he has. Lawson Tim is saying start saving your money for flight training and simulator time. I thought Lawson had already kind of started down that pathway at his young age. I thought he told me something about that. But he could get his pilot license on like a twin engine, you know, a prop plane. He can do that at a young age. I thought he told me one time he had been going down that road already. I have a dream to move to Florida, be able to have a house paid for, and to get to go fishing more than I do now. It's the only dream I have. I don't know how to accomplish it, but it's what it is. Yeah, that's what I thought. Tim Lawson is saying, yeah, I've already been in a couple of flights with instructors. Well, that's all right. You know, she sounds like a perfect neighbor. The perfect neighbor is somebody who says, hi, how are you? It never bothers you, I think. You know, I mean, it's kind of weird because we live in a neighborhood and nobody talks to each other. We all kind of wave. I mean, we know our neighbors over here. Personally, we know them. But them we don't know. We met her once. Them we don't know. Those young kids never talk to us. We got young kids that live across from us, like 20s, in their 20s. They never speak to us. They don't even look at us. It's really fun. She's awesome. It's really fun. I recommend people, even if you don't enjoy aviation, I like to go on a flight with an instructor. Yeah, I think it'd be cool too. Other than the chickens in her backyard. Well, hey, Jeff, you probably know where I'm going with this. If neighbor is gone for 9 months and she has chickens in her backyard, maybe the chickens need to become chicken dinner. And you can always say, well, I don't know what happened to you chickens. I think they caught a plane and flew away. You hate, well, eat them. I hate them. Well, you should be glad you don't live in the Philippines then, my friend. My wife wants to raise chickens, but I won't let her. I keep lying to her and telling her, no, there's too many rules and laws here. Which there are. We live in a city. I don't want to raise chickens because of the smell. I don't want, plus I would have to do all the work. I don't dream about the ladies, my girlfriend, as much as I can handle. Yes. The niece comes and feeds them. Nice. All right. Well, Tim, you sounds like you've accomplished all of your dreams. I thought there was here too, but I found out wrong. Oh, really? I mean, no, I don't want to raise chickens. I don't. We don't eat that. Well, we eat a lot of eggs. Apparently, my wife eats 2 eggs a day. Apparently, you can have all kinds of animals, including wives and children at your house, huh? I'd fit in right there if you can have all kinds of animals. When we relocate to another place in the world, pigs, chickens, oh my God. Yeah. Now, you have to be out in the suburbs or the country, right? Jeff, are you not out in the, you have to be in the outside of the big city there. Horse, if you have a yard big enough, yeah, like an acre. One of my dreams is to retire and live on a golf course and be an old folk. Well, also, living on a golf course is a lot easier than you think it is, my friend. It's actually, because there's so many golf courses in the United States, you can make that happen in your 30s. You can live on a golf course in your 30s. Trust me on this one. Little Rock? Nope. Oh, all right. I'm the city southwest of Little Rock. Okay. All right. Let me think southwest. Wow. All right. So you're south of Conway-ish. Okay. Baseline. Oh, I remember you telling me that. Yeah. Well, maybe it's because of the power plant. I think, wasn't there some big news about, or somebody is trying to say that Arkansas is thinking about doing more nuclear plants? And in Arkansas, we're supposed to be getting rid of food tax. The food tax is supposed to be going away. Geyer Springs, if you know Little Rock, I don't know it that well enough. Father says, well, okay, I got to get ready for school, but I'll tune in later, and everyone have a great night. Lawson, we appreciate you, my friend. Enjoy your school tomorrow. Go find your friends and say, howdy, and just have a good time, man. Just as I hope we won't. Yeah, I thought I heard something in the news that there was a company exploring new locations. I knew a man who wanted to get permits to have an elephant in his, holy shit, an elephant. I think, my niece is a professional horse trainer and a horse racer, but she has acres. I'm one of these people, I think if you have large animals, you better have a lot of room for it. So, I told Lorelai when we started to get our Dachshunds, our wiener dogs, that they're not going to stay outside like in the Philippines. They're not street dogs. In America, they're house dogs. And, and I had to explain to her, are you willing to accept, well, now it's normal to us. But in the beginning, Lorelai was like, well, I just want to put a big dog outside. And I'm like, why? I don't want that. It's going to shit in my yard and dig holes. And why would we do that? We're going to have a dog. It needs to live inside and outside. Because that's just me. I take care of my animals. Jeff says, take care, Lawson. Have a good night. Have a good first day at school. Good luck with school, Tim says. They better move on. We don't need another nuclear power plant. Yeah. We're both close enough. It blows. Yes, yes, yes. You're in the vicinity. You're in the ring of fire. You know, you are. But I also know the state sales tax on food is supposed to go away. I don't know if it already started or when it goes in effect, but the governor has gotten rid of tax on food in Arkansas, and she's lowered the income tax in Arkansas. And her other big achievement is she kicked the Chinese companies that owned land in Arkansas out of Arkansas. Yes, I hope so too. We need it. We do. We do. I never understand why they charge tax on food anyway. You know, I understand a big screen TV because it's a luxury item, but just food for everyday life, I've never understood that. I really don't. And I don't know why we do taxes the way we do it anyway. Now, I know like in Europe and other places, the tax is kind of, the price that you see is the price you pay. You don't get to the register and it's more than it was. It's like in the Philippines, the same way. In Europe, apparently, if you go and buy a chicken for $5, when you get to the register, it's $5. I guess their tax is already factored in. Well, county tax, local tax, state tax, real estate tax is what kicks my ass. I hate the fact that we got to pay taxes on something that we own, or something that we should own when we get it paid off. Tim says, I grew up less than 10 miles from the West Valley Demonstration Project. Ooh, what is that? What was that, Tim? What was it? Definitely for sure, yes. So it's kind of like Florida is working on a plan to eliminate property tax, but it's going to be phased in over 5 years. I wish Arkansas could just do away with it. I mean, we got a surplus. Maybe if we get lucky, Donald Trump, I don't know how much Donald Trump is actually going to do, but I know now they're running their mouths a little bit more about abolishing the IRS and going to a tariff system only. I think that'd be great, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Wish they would here. Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, we only pay a couple of grand a year in property tax, but still, my big goal is, you guys all know, that when I die, and I am going to die probably in 9.5 years, that my wife has a house that's paid for. That's why I do everything I do, is to get her a house where she's paid for. But I want it to where she doesn't her carrying cost of home ownership isn't so high she can't afford to live there. So no property tax, insurance you got to pay for. But if you can get your taxes down to where they're manageable or not there, then when I'm dead, my wife can afford the house she lives in, especially if I have it paid off. You know, I know, that's my big goal. Yeah, I'm with you there too about buying American products. Oh, it was the nuclear reprocessing facility in Western New York. Damn. Man, I've seen you, Tim. I didn't notice like 4 eyeballs or 6 arms or anything. You know, you look perfectly normal to me, Tim. So, I don't know. But that's my big goal in life, to be honest. My number one goal is to be living in a place debt-free for my wife. And we're not going to do that in the Philippines. She doesn't want to retire in the Philippines. Pat says, I'll be right back. I got a phone call coming in. It's a hot, sexy chick calling me from Europe, saying, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. How you been, buddy? Getty Oil started it. Ah, nice. Guess that's for sure, for sure. That's my big dream. I'm trying everything I can, you know, side hustle. Lorelai's working hard, going back to school so she can earn more money. Because she knows that she's going to, you know, it takes money to live in America. But it takes money to live in the Philippines too. And you don't have the conveniences in the Philippines as you do in America. And a lot of Filipinos get used to the conveniences in America. The medical is a big deal. Jeff said, I just hope my house gets paid off before I pass away. It is. And I'm making it happen. Be back in a few minutes, Tim says. And I got to call Patrick. I'm on the phone with Patrick. But yeah, but that's my big plan too. I need to have the house paid off. Money in the bank for Lorelei. You only owe about $75,000 left. Well, that's pretty good. That's nice. You can accomplish that. You can. That one's really doable. I owe a lot more than that. That's why I e-begged for $5 million. Just kidding. But to be honest, $500,000 would set us up for life. Patrick says, I am back. But 75 grand's not bad. Yeah, you can do it. Just add, there's a lot of ways to do it, right? You can take your payment, divide it by 12, and add that every month. Make one big lump sum, make an extra payment every year. All these things, make sure it goes to your principal. I just had to deal with my mortgage company because of an escrow shortage. That was my exciting news today. I only pay $540. Well, say pay $700 a month, and you get that sucker. $546. So I would do this, Jeff. Hell, Jeff, if you just threw $50 extra to your principal every month, that $75 would be gone before you know it. But we had an insurance claim on our house because I did all those videos. Yeah, I'm paying 3 times that. But we had an insurance claim, so it jacked our homeowner's insurance up. So there's a shortfall in my escrow account. So they sent us a bill for, and these are just imaginary numbers, not the real numbers. They sent us a bill for $5,000. Well, we shit our pants. When I dug into it, I got it figured out and recalculated and did some things, and we got it down to like $1,000. So today I paid the $1,000 versus the $5,000. So I was really happy about that. But we had a shortage in the escrow account because the insurance went up. But you can get that house. I mean, that's good. I mean, we paid about $340,000 for this house that we're in, and right now it's valued anywhere from about $385,000 to $429,000, something around in there. So when we sell it next year, I'm hoping to walk away, maybe with another $70,000 in addition to what we put down. Because we put a lot of money down on the house. So if we walk away with an extra $70,000 from selling this house, living here, or more, then that goes a long ways with our equity that we already have to buy another house. So it's just, it's just stuff you got to work on, right? It's kind of like I've been kind of thinking about buying another vehicle, which is stupid, but I've been thinking about it. So let me run this by you. So my wife has a Subaru, really nice one, really nice. But it's a little small for traveling, to be honest, and it's not super comfortable for long travels. So I told Lorelei, my wife, I said, hey, I'd really like to take your car and trade it in for like a Lincoln SUV, a bigger one, a nice one, comfortable one. Well, she really doesn't want to do that because her little car is easy for her to drive, and I get it. She's used to it. It will last it will last until somebody runs it over with a tractor, right? Because we take good care of our cars. So we're not going to trade that in. And I have an old pickup truck sitting here that's worth about $8,000, just sitting in the driveway that I drive about 1,000, 1,500 miles a year. You understand her feeling? Yeah. So I'm okay with that. So I've been thinking about, well, we still need something that's really comfortable to drive in. because we like to take road trips. It's a Subaru. It is a Subaru Forester. Outback? No, Outback. It's the medium-sized one. But it's the luxury touring edition. It's really nice. But we need something to travel in. So I've been thinking, well, maybe I should sell my truck, take that money, and go buy like a Toyota Grand Highlander or a Lincoln, mid-sized Lincoln that's bigger than her car. I've been thinking about that. The other thing I've been thinking about, well, it's not too small for me. I mean, it's big enough for me. It's easy for me to drive, but there's just something the way the cockpit is that no matter how I adjust the seat, it hurts my back after a while. It hurts my back. But yeah, it's the Outback. So it's the medium-sized one, not the big one, but the medium, and the small one is the other one. So, phone's going in and out. There you go. So now I've been thinking, well, we do like having a truck because we like to move things from time to time, so it's nice having a truck. But I don't want to buy a big truck anymore. I'm old. I barely use a truck. So I've been thinking about taking my truck, selling it, and maybe buying the Ford Maverick Lariat Edition, and then buying either a camper or a tonneau cover for it, a hard shell, that we could use to put our luggage in when we travel. So I'm going to look at that a little bit this next year. We're in no hurry. We don't have to buy anything. So I've been thinking about whether I should do that or buy an SUV that we can just have room in the back to throw stuff in. Because it's not like we do a lot of stuff with the truck, but it's nice to have. But I don't know. So because you can buy a brand new luxury, the Lariat Ford Maverick, brand new, and we try to get one slightly used, fully loaded for about $40,000. You got a Dodge Journey. I know those. So what I have out in the driveway is a Dodge Dakota, 4-wheel drive with the bigger V6 in it. It's a powerhouse. It's a beast. But we don't drive it because it's a beast. We don't jump in it and run to Branson or Little Rock in it. We take her car. But her car is hard on my back. So I've been thinking about getting one of the Mavericks because I want a small vehicle, truck. So I got to look at all that. I got to figure out what I'm doing over the next 6-8 months. We don't have to do anything, but run a 4-cylinder like an 8-cylinder. Yeah, and the Mavericks have a hybrid in it, which is nice. I like the way they look. I like how simple they are. But the Lariat is really nice inside. So I'm thinking about that. I really like the Broncos, but that's not really luxury. I love smoking V6 Mustangs. There you go. Savarral Empire's in the house saying hello to everybody. Good to see you. Hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. I hope you're doing well tonight. Tell us about your channel. It is sad when an SUV beats a Mustang. I'm a Mustang guy. I've had GT convertibles. I like Mustangs. But we don't want anything low to the ground like a Mustang anymore. And even my Dodge Dakota has bigger tires on it. So it's actually kind of hard for me to jump up into now that I'm old and my back is bad and my knees are bad. So what I like about like Lorelai's car, you just get in and get out. The same thing with like the Ford Maverick, you just slide in and slide out. Savarro says, my kids and I review military rations from all over the world plus camping tips. Nice. Where do you get rations? How do you get rations from other parts of the world? That's the question. How would you get Russian rations, I wonder? Have you eaten any really old ration? What's the oldest MRI that you've ever had? So I like to kind of go this way. So even a bigger SUV, I don't want a big tall SUV because I don't want to jump up into like the Escalades. Those are too damn big. I need something that I can just kind of get in and get out without struggling. Ah, all right. You got eBay, Amazon going on, and connections from all other countries. Nice. That's cool, man. That's very cool. I'll check your channel out. I'll go and visit you tomorrow. I'm looking at you right now, but I'll do the like, subscribe, and share stuff tomorrow. You looks like you have 1,000 subscribers. Yep, I'll come check you out tomorrow. That way it sticks. When you do it real soon, like if I do it to you now, it may not stick. But when you subscribe to my channel, hit the alert bell also, because that YouTube likes that. Yoda's was a 1982 U.S. ration from this year. Just did an African Congo ration. Oh, that'd be interesting. Patrick says, I subscribe to you, Survival. Patrick has a channel too, by the way. So that's what I'm thinking about, is maybe buying the Ford Maverick. I don't know if anybody has one. I don't know. If I can get a hard shell cover that I can lock so that we can put our luggage in it when we travel, then maybe it would work, and seal. Because we also take a mobility scooter with us, you know, from time to time. We always take it with us. It's a Ford Maverick. It is. It is. I've looked at the Honda Ridgeline, but they're about $15,000 more compared to the Maverick. Yeah, thank you for subscribing to the channel, and on my bread short. You like my bread? Can I tell you a story about my bread? Can I tell you a story? Well, I'm going to tell you a story anyway. So I made that bread. I slaved away on a live stream. I made that bread. I put my heart and my soul into that bread, that beautiful cheesy cheddar bread. My wife gets home at midnight. I cut her a slice of it. She tastes it and goes, oh, it's bland. It's boring. I'm like, what? The hell you mean my bread is boring? Man, no love. No love for my bread. Found on the road dead? Yes. Fix or repair daily? Yes. I've had Fords. I've had good luck with Fords. Thank you, Pat. I'll get back to you. Yeah, fucked over, rebuilt Dodge? Yes. But if you take good... I'm a firm believer of this. Now, I'm not a big fan of a lot of the new Dodges, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of the Jeeps. I'm not mechanically. But I do think no matter what it is, if you take really good care of it, you change the oil, rotate your tires, you do your maintenance and upkeep on them, you can get a lot of miles out of a car. And I don't really care what it is. I really believe it's up to you how you do it. First on race day, Tim says about a Ford. Yes, I like Fords. I've had a lot of Fords. I like them. I like them better than Chevys. So that's what I believe. And so this Ford Maverick, you know, I don't know, I'm going to look at it. We're going to go and look at some things over the winter months, and maybe I'll put my truck up for a soft sell. I'll clean it up and throw it out there and see if I get any good money for it. And if I do, then that will motivate me to do something else. See, 2018, 180,000 miles on it. Wow. Are you taking good care of it though, right? My truck is a 2008 Dodge Dakota four-wheel drive SLT, if I remember right. It has a tow package, the whole, you know, the bigger, beefier stuff with the, you know, the fender flares, bed liner, not a spray-in, all of that. It's a good truck. You know, does it need a little love? Sure. You know, it's a 2008 with 145,000 miles on it. But starting, driving, running, it's good. Body's in pretty good shape too. Really pretty good shape for its age. It's a red one. For many years, Ford was number 3 in the aerospace industry. I didn't know that. Wish I had the cash. Yeah, me too. I wish you had the cash too. But it's a good truck. I just, you know, I don't drive it. And if it was something that was way more comfortable and easy for my wife to drive, then we would use it to go on road trips versus her Subaru. You know, I would buy it if I had the cash. Absolutely. I know it is a good truck. It really is. I mean, it just feels like it's a good truck. But, you know, so that's kind of the thing. I also want something that my wife is comfortable driving. Getting one of these great big trucks or getting a great big Escalade, she's not going to feel comfortable driving that. But I think a Ford Maverick would be the right size that she would feel really comfortable driving it. It will last for years, yeah. I mean, I only put about 1,500 miles or less on it a year. It has new tires, new battery. I take it to Firestone and get the tires rotated and serviced. You know, I take care of things. I do. So if anybody wants one, just let me know. It's not for sale, but it doesn't mean it can't be sold. And, you know, I mean, and I really mean that. If I had something nicer to drive, I would leave Lorelei's car in the garage and we'd take road trips in my vehicle that was nicer. Not that my truck, the funny thing is, my truck drives really well on the interstate, but it gets a lot less mileage than her car, and Lorelei doesn't like driving the truck. My buddy had a Dodge Dakota, and he beat the hell out of the truck, and it is still alive and kicking. Absolutely, man. So, but we're going to go look and pay attention to the Ford Maverick, and see if that's a doable thing for us. I don't know that. Your Dodge gets 15 miles to the gallon. Wow. Ouch. Lorelei's car, I think it averages in the mid-20s in town, and we get right around 38 on the highway. Telling me it's bedtime. Hope everybody has a great night. Jeff, thank you. Good to see you again. We appreciate you. Oh, it's time for me to get off of here anyway. It's 9 o'clock. Sorry, everybody. I didn't realize it was 9. All right, my friends, it's 9 o'clock here. Everybody say good night, goodbye, and we will see you guys in the morning and then on Friday night also. So we appreciate that, and we will see you all tomorrow. So you guys all take care, and we'll see you. I forgot it was 9. You guys all take care, and we'll see you. I forgot it was 9 o'clock already.